Hello, hopefuls. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel today. So I had this idea of doing this type of video, a $30 to $40 prepper food pantry stock up. I guess a kind of like a challenge, but really not a challenge. Kendra B, she actually gave me this idea, and some of you all with your comments, like how do you budget for this and some other things. So my husband and I, at the beginning of the year, before the pandemic really hit and the shutdowns, when we got a refund, we took a portion of that and we went to Aldi and we stocked up. He went with me. I got a lot of canned goods. It didn't last very long when we had like the shut-ins, quarantines and everything, y'all. So I saw how helpful that was, and all I needed to get was like meats, some produce and stuff like that. So, and then seeing this gaps on the shelves, I decided that I wanted to continue this. This was something that we always wanted to do because if you watched most of my videos, I have said, and I have a playlist, I'll put them down below, all the prepper hauls and stuff that we had to go, or I went to the food bank for many years and we went without. I had to tell the cashier to put it back, or I had to budget. And a lot of people did not know that. Only probably our moms and our dads knew. Maybe my brother. That's it. So having to go and fill the gaps in what I did pick up for that little bit of stock up, I saw that I had to pay more for things because they may not have the cheaper bacon. I had to get the name brands, and I didn't like that. I also remember that when I used to coupon back in the day, that our stockpile sustained us. So sometimes we did not have money for groceries that week, but because I had a stockpile, we were fine. So when we received a stimulus check, when they gave out that stimulus check, we also took another portion and we stocked up again. And so shortly after that, I believe I saw Sherry, Simply Sherry's Prepper Pantry, and I was like, I can do that. And I thought that it was so smart to have a stockpile for emergencies on hand because you don't know what may happen, non-perishables, and I just thought it was so smart. So I went down this rabbit hole after seeing her video of having a food pantry, prepper pantry. And I just thought that I was already stockpiling a lot of non-cleaning toilet paper, all this other stuff with couponing the beginning of the year. So now it was time for me to move on to the food pantry part. I wanted to create this video because if you want to do or start a prepper food pantry and you don't know where to start, what items to pick up first, this is only my opinion, what I would do. And Kendra B, she was just saying that she wanted to be at least have something or stocked up with something by November the 3rd, by election. Not to say that anything may happen, may not happen, I don't know, on November the 3rd, but I'm glad that she has at least a idea of what date that she wants certain items. So I came up with this $30 to $40. I would say 10 or 20, but that's if you're going back more often throughout the week, but it's less than 30 days, so that's why I bumped it to $30 to $40. So let's get started. The first thing, guys, I want to say is do what's best for you and your family. Everyone's family is different. They have different needs. They have different age children, different size families. You may be single. Just do what's best for you and your budget and your lifestyle. Buy what you eat. You and your family eat. Don't buy things that you don't. I don't think there's nothing wrong with trying new things, but just don't get a whole lot of it. Yeah, like if you don't eat treat meat, then don't buy treat meat or potted meat. So, yeah. Cut something from your budget. This is something that I do, and I think sometimes we compare each other lives and we don't realize that we have different lifestyles. So see what you can cut. I would say, like, the only thing I can think of right now is, like, I don't go get my hair done. I want to go get my hair done, but Corona's out there. But that's just me. So I haven't gotten my eyebrows arched, even though it's what, $12, but sometimes you have to tip. Since February, my eyebrows are jacked. So look at those things. Don't sit and compare your budget to someone else's, because you don't know what they're sacrificing. Like when Josiah is doing his virtual school and the teacher asks them what did they do that weekend or what are they going, and I hear a lot of kids say they're going to the beach, and that's fine because I need a vacation because I feel like I'm going crazy. But you have to take that into play when you're sitting comparing what someone else is doing. Like, we haven't went anywhere. My husband and I didn't go anywhere for our anniversary, and that costs money. Instead, I took that money and I got us stocked up. But again, I need a vacation still. So do what's best for you. If you need a vacation for your sanity, do it. But I just noticed, like, the kids, when they're talking, they're saying all these things they're doing. And I do feel bad as a parent, like, well, I'm going to take Josiah to the park. That's what I'm going to do. He'll be okay. But you do have, like, that mom parent guilt. So just don't sit and compare, because you don't know what someone's sacrificing to do this thing in order to do the other. Also, try to pick up some water each time. I meant to say this in the challenge, or place it in the challenge, which you'll see in 1 second. Just try to pick up water each time. Water is vital and important for our health. And even though nothing may happen to our water lines, you never know. So for the first week, this is the first week of October. And I chose Walmart. I was going to do Walmart, Aldi's, and Sam's, but I said everybody just about has a Walmart. I do know the prices vary. Their selection varies per store, per town, per state. But I just wanted to give an overall picture of some things that you can pick up first that will give you more bang for your buck and that will last a little while. So everyone needs water. I put 2 cases up here. They're $2.94 at my store. It do vary because I can go to 2 different stores that are close and the prices will be higher or lower. 3 bags of the 5-pound Great Value long grain rice. If you like a certain particular rice, guys, you can tweak this any kind of way that you want. This is just an example. So this is the 5-pound bag. I do know, like, honestly, I would go to Sam's now and I would get a bag of rice, and I think it's like a 25-pound bag for like $9. So that's the advantage of the big bulk stores. So for the rice, what you want to do is you want to freeze your rice up to 3 days. Some people say a week. You will thaw it out thoroughly and you will store it properly in glass, in your airtight containers, in your 5-gallon food grade buckets. You can find them at Home Depot. You can find them at Walmart. You can find them at the Tractor Supply store. You want to, if you can get your hands on Mylar bags, you can do that. And for long-term food storage, but we're just talking about just trying to have something right now. Bay leaves, I got questions about that. That just helps deter your pest away from your pasta, and your rice and beans and etc. So there's videos out there, y'all. You can find them on there. Homestead Heart, I think that's her channel. Follow her, she's great. Okay, next, y'all, the elbow macaroni, 4 boxes of those, the 4 boxes of the penne, and 4 boxes of the spaghetti noodles. You can mix and match this. You know, what works for you. If you like angel hair, if you like fettuccine, just mix it up, y'all. Of course, I know you should also check out your local grocery stores because they may have specials that week. I know Harris Teeter has their pasta for 79 cents this week. So just shop those sales. As well, 6 cans, your non-perishable. So this is not really a lot, but it may be plenty depending on how many people are in your family. 6 cans of green beans. I just put really canned veggies. 6 cans of beans, so whatever ones that you like. Walmart green beans are like, most of them, I'm sorry, vegetables, most of them are 38 cents, and most of the beans are 50 cents each. But shop your grocery stores, they may be cheaper. You need some type of seasoning, so I got the Great Value Italian seasoning up here. You can pick it whichever ones that you want. If you get that 6 times, it's what, $5.98. And you need some seasonings for your pasta. You need some seasonings for your rice. And then you may want some spaghetti sauce, 3 cans of that, and 3 cans of the Alfredo pasta sauce. Now, these are shelf stable. So I know you're like, well, you can make your own. You can make your own, but we're just trying to get the basics because you don't have, I don't know what you have. So if you have like more stuff, like butter in your freezer or cream cheese, you can make your own Alfredo sauce. So we're just working with the basics right now. So this came to $41.26. We went a little bit over, but I wanted to get you a good starting foundation. For week 2, you can do that week again if you want. But I would honestly do some baking goods because you don't know how limited the bread was. I remember where I couldn't hardly find any bread. So with the all-purpose flour, it's $2.24. It was also hard to find. And these, I have up here 2 bags of that. These are the 10-pound bags that I put in this scenario. And you can make cookies, cakes, breads, rolls, biscuits, some of everything out of all-purpose flour. 2 things of the vegetable oil for your cakes, or if you need to cook something. 2 things of the confection sugar. You may just want 1. It just depends, but I know sometimes I may need it for certain things. Like for the holidays, it's coming up. What is it called? Well, the honey bun cake is on the tip of my tongue, but we make ooey gooey cake every single year for the holidays, and that takes confection sugar. So I got that on the list. Then also the light brown sugar, 2 things of that. Now you can get this stuff for cheaper at Aldi. You can get 2 things, I think, like the brown sugar for like 98 cents or cheaper, but I was just using Walmart, or in case you don't like Aldi, which I've heard a couple people say that. So 4 things of the iodized salt, 36 cents. You need iodized salt. It's important for your health and to have on hand. So it's really cheap. So that's why I got 4 of them. I didn't want to go into debt of the importance of iodized salt, but you also need it for baking. And then 4 things of the chocolate chip. Yeah, chocolate chip morsels. So I got 4 bags of that. I thought that was a pretty good price, $1.60. I want to say that's cheaper than Aldi. I can't remember, but I want to say it is. Yeah. So 4 bags of that. You can make you some cookies, some things for the holidays, or you need a sweet treat. You can also use that for your granola bars, which I have on, I think, the next screen. A big thing of pancake mix. So they sell this at Sam's. I've seen it at BJ's. I think Costco. I'm not sure Costco. I think I've seen it at Costco. But anyway, this is a huge 5-pound bag of pancake mix. And I think that is just something great to have on hand. You can just add water and you have breakfast. 3 things of the syrup. I know my family loves syrup. They pour it like water and I have to get on them. So you may want to get this in bulk if you can, or get several of them. It is cheaper at Aldi. Some baking powder. This is only $1, but you may not have to use a whole lot of this. I think I only have 3 total. Then some sugar. Sugar lasts a long time if you store it correctly, but this is a big 10-pound bag. So just to get you started, I just said 1 bag, but it's up to you. You can pick up another one, but if you store it correctly, sugar is one of those things that lasts a long time. I also said 2 of the cake mixes. yellow cake mixes and 2 of the chocolate icings, or whatever icing that you want. Now, I know you say, well, Hope, I'm not a baker, or I'm not a great cook, or you may be a young person and you seeing this. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube, but I know now is not the time to experiment if you're limited on the items that you have. So I would substitute and maybe pick up more boxed cake mix. I mean, it's really simple. Even my boys know how to make a cake mix, boxed cake mix. Maybe substitute for some cornbread that's already, mixed for you, or biscuit mix that's already mixed for you. I'm sure they have them on the shelf, and that's what I would do, and maybe take some of these things out and maybe add some of the things from week 3 and 1 to it. Okay, y'all, so moving to week 3, this came to $32.18. I think the other one was $39. And so we upped our canned goods a little bit more. The pinto beans, it can be any beans of your choice. I just put 12 times the 50 cents. Any beans of your choice. Any veggies of your choice, 12 times. I just have the sweet peas up here, but it could be any one. 2 cases of water. And 3 of the seasonings of great value. I remember when the seasonings were like 2 for $1. I remember that at Family Dollar, I think I used to shop at, and at Dollar Tree, but now they're $1 or a little bit less than $1. Your chunk chicken breast, I think that this is a little pricey after going to Sam's and BJ's. You can get a 6-pack of chicken breast for $9.98 at Sam's. I can't remember what it is at BJ's. So $7.48 for 4 cans. This one was out of stock, so this is something I would definitely pick up. Your protein is very important, so you want to make sure you get your beans, some type of canned meat. I know my favorite is tuna and salmon, and I can eat the chicken breast, so that is a good protein to stock up on. For one thing, of the 4 cans Bumblebee Chunk Light Tuna, the Walmart 69 cents each is actually cheaper if you buy them individually, but I know some people don't like buying certain types of products, and I understand that. So that's why I gave in this scenario the Bumblebee package, $3.38. Then 2 more things of the 5-pound rice, and 2 things of the ramen chicken noodles. So just about everybody likes that. I know kids like it, and it's cheap and it goes a long way. And y'all, if my math is off, my apologies, but I try to stick y'all around $30 to $40, something like that. But I didn't triple check, so my apologies if it is. So far we covered week 1, 2, and 3. So you should be about at $120. Of course, I didn't include tax and stuff. So now we're on week 4. And this week, I would, like, if you have a $200 budget, or let's say $240, something like that. But this will be in addition to your regular groceries. But I would repeat either weeks 1, 2, or 3. And then I will also pick up these items on week 4, which total $39.55. So some chicken noodle soup, in case someone gets sick. It'll be great to have on a warm, not warm, on a cold day. I do know that you can make your own, but if you're sick, you can't make your own. So this is great value. This was the cheapest one that I can find. It was $1.28. It was the family size. So 6 cans of that. The saltine crackers, they are just slightly cheaper at Aldi. I did just pick up some the other day because I only had like 1 box. And 2 boxes of that. Some of crackers does not have a long shelf life, but we're just saying if you're trying to stock up a 3 to 6 month to a year, just to get started supply. Some peanut butter, some jelly. That would be great if you're making biscuits to have some jelly, or you bake you some bread and have a peanut butter and jelly. Some bouillon cubes, you need that to help season your beans and all that rice that you have. And some honey, that'd be great for your oatmeal that I have over here. That will be great for your biscuits or on your bread. And then 6 things of your north side rice. So, or you can get the noodles. So now that you're starting to build your supply somewhat, you can start thinking about other things, building your basics. You can start thinking about other things, but it's also depending on the size of your family. So also I put 4 things of your mac and cheese. My son will eat this. I think he's the only one that will eat it. So I wouldn't get a whole lot of it, of the powdered mac and cheese. And then 1 thing of the grits. This is a big, I think this is the big 5-pound bag. So that may be a lot for some people, but for us, it's not. I think if my kids had a choice, maybe my husband too, choice, they would pick grits over oatmeal, and it may be the opposite in your family. So just pick up more of what is best for you and your family. I don't care for oatmeal. I'm the only one, so we'll decide. I may not, I don't know. So it just depends. Pick up 2 of the old-fashioned oats. You can make your own homemade oatmeal. The oats will last longer than I think the instant, but the oats is so versatile. You can also make granola bars. So guys, by the time you got to this point, you spent about $160, not including tax. So what I would do now is I would pick up your personal care items, your hygiene, but sorry, I need to go back. I will also pick up more protein. So tuna, salmon, mackerel, chicken breast. So those would be my main ones that I would pick up. Sardines if you like them, spam if you like it, potted meat, Vienna sausages, stuff like that. I think they have roast beef. I think I've seen people pick up roast beef at Costco, and also pulled pork at Walmart in the can. So maybe some chili beans, some more soup, just, what, pick and choose what's best for you. So this is just an outline, but what you want to do next is get some first aid items, some emergency items, and some cleaning items. And for me, if I was at this point and I was on a really tight budget, I will head to the Dollar Tree. So Walmart has a good first aid supply section. It may be hard to find alcohol right now, but usually I see hydrogen peroxide in there and band-aids. It was a little picked over when I went the other day as far as bandages and stuff. I think people are getting the same idea, or either they didn't restock. I'm thinking they're getting the same idea. Candles, solar lights, I got some of those. I went to another Dollar Tree and they had a ton. You could see them sitting in the window, a ton of those. So I may pick up a few more of those. Some matches or some lighters. Cleaning items at the Dollar Tree, your bleach, your spick and span, which can be antibacterial, your Ponsol. I don't know, you may find some Lysol in the little bottles, the concentrated kind, and just add water. Also some of your hygiene products like your deodorant, your lotion, body wash, if shampoo, all those things. Yeah, if you don't, I would suggest to, of course, the coupon, but it may be a learning curve right now. You may have to accumulate those paper coupons, which may take time. So right now, I would just say the Dollar Tree or catch those sales. Also, personal care, I forgot to put that up here. Those personal care items I just mentioned. As far as like feminine hygiene products, there are some at Dollar Tree, but Walmart does have their brand, and I have used theirs, like the sanitary napkins and stuff like that, and they were pretty good, and they were like $3, I think, and 94 cents. I really like theirs. They're just as good as always. Now their tampons, I still go with the name brand, but yeah, I think Walmart is a good place to get those feminine hygiene products if you don't see them at the Dollar Tree. Okay, guys, so I finally sat down and you guys told me to rest, and I completed this workbook that I've been working on. It has like a checklist and a budget sheet and some other things. I think you guys will like things that I wish I had on this prepper pantry journey. So stay tuned for that for later this week. I will flip through it for you guys. But I hope this was helpful for some way. I would have normally, if you saw the beginning of my prepper videos, I did a $10 and $20 challenge and picked up little things here and there. But again, I did $30 to $40 because, you know, Kendra, she was just wanting to get started and maybe have something by election day. All right, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye bye.